Hi, so today we are going to start learning Svelte concepts. So in this video, we are going to cover this five topics. Okay, first we are going to see how we can create our first ever component in this Svelte. Then we will see how dynamic attributes work. Okay, then we will see how we can do styling in the project, Svelte project. Then nested components, how they can be created and can be used. And lastly, we will see how HTML tags work. Okay, so now let's move forward to our VS Code. So we have moved towards our VS. Here I have run the project with npm run dev, and the project is running on the localhost 5173. That is the default localhost that Svelte use. You can run at any browser. Okay, it is for now showing as blank because I have nothing written in a child file, that is the page.svelte. So let's begin now with creating our first ever component. For creating a component, you have to just have two things, three things, but with two things also it's work. That is first the script tag, okay, and after script tag you can start here with your HTML tags and then style. You can have, it is the default. If it's not there, then also it's fine. Okay, and it's ritual, you know, right? We have to start with hello world. Let's write just hello world and then say, look, it's now here, the hello world, it's getting reflected now. That means it's working fine. So for using the script tag, let me just use one of the swell concept, that is rendering with the curly braces. I will write here swelled. Just I have created a variable name with let, and then I'm going to render this over here with curly braces. Save it and look, it have got render hello swelled. Now it's coming with the curly braces. I am rendering this name variable, okay, and which is swelled over here. So congratulations, you have your first ever component created. Okay, and you can just do to upper case also if required. Then oops, we need a box over here, curly sorry, circle box over here. Now it's have got to uppercase, that is in the capital letters. This is optional, it's not required, just for information. You can use like this also. To lower also it's up, but defaultly it is lower only. Okay, now moving forward to our dynamic attributes. Okay, so what are dynamic attributes? Dynamic attributes means you can use any attributes of your element, and you can render them dynamically. For example, I am going to use a image to give you an example image tag. Okay, I don't have any specific URL, so I'm going to use the svelte icon that they provide in the project defaultly. It is in the lib, then assets, then favicon. Name is there. Let's render. Let favicon. Okay, it has been rendered for. Let me just remove this. Okay, so I have imported it, this SVG from lib assets and then svcon. You can give any of this name over here. Okay, it's not at all required. You have to write the same thing. You can use anything like copy. I will use over here. And in the source, just I'm going to write the name that I have used for this importing. And look, we have got our icon over here, the photo or the SVG. And in the attribute alt, I'm going to use the name variable You can see now. Let me just remove this source, then you will able to see this alt attribute. Look, Svelte name, with exclamation mark. Look, it's now visible to you how it is easily rendering. Okay, so this is how dynamic attributes work in this world very easily. Okay, you can handle any attributes. Okay, so now moving forward for styling, you can style your any elements with the style tag. Okay, after so there are three parts as I have told you. First the script, then the HTML part, and at the last you have to use the style. Okay, this is the format you have to use. So in the style I'm just going to you for now show an example with this h1 tag. Okay, with curly braces I want to give it a color of say red. Look, it's red. And then font size of large, maybe large, it's not working. Large, sorry, yeah, large, or I think there would be 2ex. It's not showing. What about 4 centimeter? Oh wow, it's too big. Let it be 2 em only. You can try many of this. Okay, yeah, now it's reflecting. So this is how style you can use. And in the beginning I have also pre-added the tailwind. Okay, I have also added the tailwind. You can look over here. So in the tag only I can use class, and then if I remove this, let me remove this, then I can use tailwind in the tag only. For example, text to Excel. Look, then text red 100, not 100, it won't be visible. Let's make it 800. Should be visible now. So in the sentences, in the tags only, you by using the class, you will be able to use the styling also. Okay, this I find much more easier rather than writing the style tag and specifically going and adding a ID for that tag, then naming the ID. I have to do that. It's a lot of work, I think. So I usually prefer this only. That is the inline styling. This is called as inline styling. Okay. So this is how these are the two ways that you can use your styling, the elements of the project. Now moving forward for nested components. So this is how a single component we have created with script and HTML. Now nested components, for nested components I am going to create one more for file, for example user.svelte. Okay, and here I am going to use the p tag and write anything like I'm going to write user page. Okay, user page, that's it, a p tag with user page. Now I am going to just render this with users, for example users from user.svelte, and just with a bracket users and a slash. Okay, why it's on the okay. I have not used the capital. Remember, you have to use whatever name you are using, just use the first letter with capital and then it will work for nested components. Okay, just remember this thing. Don't make a mistake like this. Okay, so this is how you can create your nested components. Just create, you can do multiple create multiple files over here, and then you can render it by import with the capital letter word, and then render it, and you will able to use with this brackets and a slash. Okay, next, moving forward for our last topic, that is the HTML tag. Okay, so HTML tag you can use like for here. If I give an example, if for the variable you are using a strong like this. Okay, HTML for a variable, if you're using in that same line, just if you save this, look, it's coming the same thing, as it considering it as a string only over here with this sentence, like it's considering it as a whole sentence. It is not taking the strong as a HTML tag. So what we are going to do is just in this curly bracket inside this at the rate HTML we are going to use and save it. Look, now it's getting reflected as a strong word over here. And okay, so these are the 5 topics that we have covered till now for this world concepts. Okay, so okay, now thank you for watching the video and see you soon in the next video. Thank you.